At KVGC News Time, 8 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. In the news for today, a McCallamy Hill man has been arrested for making criminal threats against a co-worker. The Calaveras County Sheriff's Office reports deputies took a report Monday from a Toyon Middle School administrator regarding a possible threat with a firearm by a member of the custodial staff. Deputies were told that 72-year-old Fred Westbrook of McCallamy Hill, who works on the custodial staff at Toyon Middle School, had been having a dispute with another co-worker. Westbrook reportedly threatened his co-worker and also made several statements to others mentioning bringing a firearm to work. When the school administration was made aware of the statements, they took immediate action to ensure that Westbrook was not on campus and that the sheriff's office was called to investigate the incident. Sheriff's deputies interviewed subjects involved and arrested Westbrook Monday evening for making criminal threats. He was booked into the Calaveras County Jail with $50,000 bail. Sheriff's deputies are working with school staff, administration, and district officials to complete a full investigation. The criminal threats involving this case stem from a dispute between co-workers and the threat of workplace violence. Now, given that the workplace in this incident is a middle school campus, immediate intervention and action was taken, and no students were involved in the incident, and there has been no reported threats involving students. If you have any information on this, contact the Sheriff's Office or the anonymous tip line. The anonymous tip line number is 754-6030.
And another California power company may face serious liability issues regarding one of the Golden State's largest wildland fires. Southern California Edison admits its equipment may have ignited last year's massive Thomas fire that killed a firefighter with ties to the mother lode. Utility officials went on record Tuesday revealing it is a strong possibility that its electrical equipment likely sparked the flames at one of the blaze's two ignition points. Now, the company says witnesses reported flames erupting near Edison power poles on December 4th of last year. Dozens of lawsuits allege the same theory, but the statement marks the first time the utility company acknowledged its connection. The Thomas fire scorched 281,893 acres when it was contained in mid-January of this year. The fire claimed 2 lives, including a CAL FIRE firefighter, 32-year-old Corey Iverson, who had worked at Columbia Air Attack Base. No multi-agency investigation that will determine the fire's official cause continues, with no time frame given as to when that official word could come.
And law enforcement agencies throughout the mother lode are not anticipating any increased criminal activity tonight, but they will keep a vigilant eye on those seeking out tricks instead of treats. But most law enforcement agencies in Amador and Calaveras County agree that the majority of the Halloween season enforcement passed over this previous weekend. The holiday will be staffed, though, and patrolled in areas where safe supervision and enforcement will likely be needed the most, along major highways to locate those driving under the influence, in high-density neighborhoods packed with costumed children and adults, and in downtown centers near restaurants and bars. The California Highway Patrol say they're not increasing patrols, but they will have a forced and focused presence on major traffic areas. Law enforcement officials believe that this year will offer some reprieve from the typical Halloween antics because Halloween's on a Wednesday.
Well, after your little trick-or-treaters are safely back home tonight, the Jackson Fire Department reminds us still another safety step to take. Now, it's an exciting moment for kids as they eagerly check out all the goodies they scored trick-or-treating, but some of those candies can pose choking hazards. Do a candy check. Wait until you get home before letting your young ones reach into their stash of sweets. First, inspect the loot for any choking hazards, as the majority of Halloween treats actually fit into this category. An example, hard candy, nuts, raisins, fruit snacks, gum, or anything gooey or sticky like caramel, candy corn, taffy, or marshmallows. Now, non-edible treats can be choking risks too, so put away any toys like little balls or marbles that have a diameter of 1 3/4 inches or less. Then weed out any candy with wrappers ripped, cut, or that look tampered with. Throw out any homemade goodies from people you don't know well. And on the flip side, follow the same safety tips when choosing the candy you'll hand out at your home.
And the Amador County Probation Department reminds parents that they have given a directive to those under their jurisdiction and supervision to not have exterior lights on at their residence, no Halloween decorations visible from outside their residence, and not to participate in passing out candies. Now, once again, the department's officers made contact last week and gave this directive to all sex offenders, again, under the jurisdiction and supervision of the Amador Probation Department. The Probation Department hopes this move will make it a fun and safer Halloween for the county's children.
And with Halloween here, a few safety tips to ensure a safe and fun evening. Walk safely. Cross the street at corners using traffic signals and crosswalks. Look left, right, left again when crossing. Keep looking as you cross. Always walk on sidewalks or paths. If there are no sidewalks, walk facing traffic. Now, trick or treat with an adult. Children under the age of 12 should not be alone at night without adult supervision. If kids are mature enough to be out without supervision, they should stick to familiar areas, well lit, and trick or treat in groups. Avoid trick-or-treating at homes with the outside lights off. And keep costumes both creative and safe. Decorate costumes and bags with reflective tape or stickers. And if possible, choose light colors. Choose face paint and makeup whenever possible instead of masks, which can obstruct a child's vision. Have kids carry glow sticks or flashlights to help them see and be seen. And for those behind the wheel, remember, drive extra safely on Halloween, slow down, be especially alert in residential neighborhoods. Popular trick-or-treating hours are 5:30 to 9:30. So, obey these safety tips and have a safe and happy Halloween.
You know, it's a school night. Be inside by 8 o'clock tonight. Get your, just trick-or-treat downtown here in Jackson. Jackson Main Street Merchants and the Jackson Lions Club get together. Seroptimist help out as well. Trick-or-treating here on Main Street starting at 3:30 at various merchants, and then the Jackson Lions Club Halloween Parade and Costume Contest. Judging starts at 5. The parade starts at 5:30 down Main Street from the fire station to the City Hall, where everyone will receive a big bag of candy, not a little bag, big bag of candy, and hot dogs for everyone. That's right. So there you go. You got your candy and your dinner all rolled up into one. So bring the family down to Main Street for a howling night of Halloween fun, it says here. A howling night of spooky Halloween fun. And again, Amador County Election Chief Kim Grady reminds everybody, if you want to be a poll worker or an elections observer on Elections Day, you need to take the training tomorrow. Begins at 2 o'clock, Supervisors Chambers, Election Observers Training. Give the Elections Department a call, 223-6465. And remember, if you have not yet registered and you do want to register to vote, you can do it over the counter at the Elections Department. But remember, as soon as you register, you will vote right then and there. You can't come back right then and there over the counter. At the beginning of the day yesterday, Grady said that so far 25% of the ballots that have been mailed out have been turned in. 16,239 vote-by-mail ballots mailed out. So far, 25%, a little over 20, almost 26% have been turned back in. That's a look at local news on a Gold Country Halloween from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting. For the latest news, traffic, and weather 24 hours a day, visit our website, kvgcradio.com.